Hey, Laura, and everybody out there in the internet and watching us here, Michael Kurtianik, Macintosh Realtors. What a pleasure it is to talk to you all about all things real estate and finances and lending. Right, Laura?
Absolutely. No better topic than real estate and finances. I love it.
You bet. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Laura. I understand that you hail from Canada. You were the top curling champion in the whole country, and now you are parasailing.
Yeah. And not only am I the top curler, I actually made that doohickey curling thing myself.
Wow, you're amazing. Is there no end to your talents, Laura?
No end, no end. I went to the granite quarry and chiseled it out myself.
That's amazing.
Just from start to finish, I left nothing out.
Oh, that's great. Well, no, just
And that's how I treat my mortgage clients. Just from beginning to end, I leave nothing out.
oh, you're amazing. Just in all seriousness, just tell us a little bit about yourself and who you're with, and
You know, we are never serious. So, barring all of that, throw that out. Laura Fournier, I am with Nations Lending, your trusted advisor, mortgage lender, loan officer, whatever you'd like to call me. Just call me Laura. It
you
makes
got
it
it.
simpler. And there's my number on the screen. And we are talking today about how owning a home equals wealth, which is a great topic, right?
Couldn't agree more. I mean, I have clients who reach out to me, and I'm sure they reach out to you, and they say, is now the time to buy? Should I keep renting? What should I do? And I talk to them about the power of owning a home and how owning a home equals wealth. And if you're at a place where you qualify for a loan and you can purchase a home, your wealth will increase exponentially.
Yeah, it has to. I mean, it will every single time
You bet.
because you're putting a chunk of money into your own savings account called equity every month. No matter what the market is doing around your house,
Yeah.
you're still building when
Yeah.
you own a home.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Laura. So I want to focus first on that word equity that you just said. A lot of people don't quite understand what it means. So let's set the foundation here, okay? Um,
So, what is equity?
yeah. So equity is basically um your personal um wealth as compared to your home. I'll be clear. Your equity is like this. Let's say the value of your home is $400,000, but
Mm-hmm.
you owe $300,000, for a loan, or you took out a home equity line, whatever. So if the value of your home is 400,000 and you owe, your payoff balance is 300,000 on your mortgage, your equity is 100,000. Okay. And so that's good. You are not what they call upside down, where your house is
Mm-hmm.
worth 200,000, but you owe 300,000 on it. You're upside
Mm-hmm.
down by 100,000. So it stands to reason that the longer you live in your home, the more you pay down your mortgage, pay down that principal balance, and the more you pay down, the more equity you have.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that.
Yeah. So it's a simple math equation.
It is.
For,
It is. And that's where you can consult a local realtor to find out the value of your home. I look at third party estimates like Zillow and Redfin, but they don't tell the whole story. Their algorithms are not as accurate as your local professional realtor. But you can, and then also look at your payoff balance, your lien holder, the person whom you pay the mortgage to, has to disclose what your payoff balance is. You can find that online or a phone call. But if you rent, you're not accumulating personal wealth. You're actually providing wealth to the landlord. But
mm-hmm.
if you own a home and you pay down the principal, and your equity increases.
Yeah, I assert that everybody is paying a mortgage. You're either paying yours or
Which
you're
is
paying
fantastic.
theirs.
Yeah, yeah, fair enough. Fair
There's
enough.
no other way around it. Otherwise, you're living in a tent somewhere,
That's right.
which I think is fine for the weekend, but I don't recommend it for long term.
Right, 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 right,
No place to put your clothes and so on.
right.
So how have home prices been doing historically?
Yeah, so I did some research on this, Laura, and I looked at the research that's been done by National Association of Realtors, home builders, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm gonna read from it so I don't get it wrong. Over the last 32 years, home prices have appreciated by 290%.
That's amazing. That's a huge number.
Yes, so if you bought a house 32 years ago, whatever year that was, um, you have probably paid down your principal and you don't own a mortgage. But all things being equal, your house is appreciated by 290%. So if you take the long view, we have had our ups and downs in the real estate market in the last 32 years. But overall, home ownership is a significant investment. You buy and hold, buy and hold, buy and hold. You pay down that principal, you build up your equity, and historically, real estate has been providing many homeowners with a great return on this investment.
Yeah, it's a huge return. And even if the house value dips a little bit or even a lot, you still have to live somewhere.
You
You
have to
still
live
have a roof
somewhere,
over your head. You haven't actually lost anything.
right?
It might be a paper loss or an emotional loss,
Right.
might not feel great, but you just keep making your payment and eventually it comes back up. I've lived through
Yep.
many of those cycles in my
Yep.
years of owning a property. And over the long haul, I made money on every single one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's
absolutely, and
amazing.
that's true. I mean, a lot of it will help when you work with your lender and you can calculate how much of a down payment you can do. Because if you can do a bigger down payment, and in our last episode, we talked a lot about saving money. And for birthdays and anniversaries, don't ask for gifts, ask for money for people to put towards a new house. The more you can put down, the more equity you will have right from the start of your
Mhm.
home ownership. So all of those factors are very important. And in the lean years where the real estate goes down a little bit, just keep paying down that principal, keep paying it down. Your equity might not be as strong, but gosh, it's better than paying a rent and giving it to somebody else.
Mhm. Now, how does like the part of the country and all of that affect house prices or,
Yeah,
historical house prices and
yeah. So I last 32 years, which I just did the math is 1991. Um, home prices have grown more out west than in other parts of the country. Um, Colorado, Iowa, Idaho, Oregon, all of those states have seen home prices grow really, really nicely. Florida has grown since the
Mhm.
90s in terms
Mhm.
of home equity gain. And a lot of it has to do with Florida people retiring and using their nest eggs to purchase, but also out west where people will go to get out of the big cities in the east. That's where the jobs are. The tech jobs have been the last 30 or so years. So if I were to pick a region, I would say it'd be the West that has grown really significantly since the 90s.
Mhm. That's
And it's
amazing.
and it's just really interesting because out west they've grown, and if you look at the east or the Midwest or the South, those have been more stable. We've had more balanced markets in that area, in these areas. But out west, it seems in the last 30 or so years, it's really grown quite well.
That's, but we've seen a lot of price appreciation here, so we don't have anything to be sad about. So what exactly is a balanced market? Because maybe a lot of people haven't heard that term.
Oh, okay. So a balanced market means that it's when property prices are stable. They're not skyrocketing, but also they're not crashing either.
Mhm.
Homes are sold near asking price and stuff. And so what happens is that out west in the last 30 or so years, with the price growth in real estate, people have been able to cash out, but they're also paying a little bit more, but they're building down their equity. The home equity has been great. So we've seen more balanced markets in the Midwest where home prices have kind of followed inflation out there and also job growth out there. So yeah, so that's what that's all about. And I'll tell you that, like you said, here in Maryland, if you bought a house in the early 90s, you're set. Put some of that money into updating and upgrading what you have if you haven't already. But you have seen great price appreciation in the last 30 years.
Yeah, I always recommend people should, clean, maintenance, repair, and update their house while they're living in it and before they want to sell so they can enjoy it.
Completely agree. Yep,
So
that's
many
right.
people wait till they're going to sell and then they never enjoy it.
Yep,
But just enjoy it. Enjoy your home.
yep,
And one thing, you had mentioned in the beginning about people wanting to time the market
yeah,
and it's really, there really is no timing the market. I mean, very few people, even the experts, even when you're in the market, like that's your job and you're doing this and talking this every day, you're timing the market is not the way to go. It's all about time in the market,
right,
not timing the market.
right.
You have to be in the market to enjoy the appreciation that you're talking about and also the equity building.
Right.
Talking about it does not mean you're participating in it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
you have to stop trying to time the market and listen to Uncle Joe that doesn't own any real estate or, get in the market and be part of the market.
Yep. Couldn't agree more. And I after 20 some years in the business, I can't time the market because there's so many variables and things outside our control in the industry. And the people who say they can time the market, God bless them. Go ahead. Good luck. The only
I
thing I
know
can,
with like
you,
interest
you
rates,
know,
you try to time the market because you want the lowest possible rate.
yeah,
Well, those lowest rates, the one that hit the bottom, are there for less than an hour.
correct.
Like they touch and then it's like that.
Yep. I
But
agree.
it might be luck, maybe one person got it. The rest of us get near to the bottom. Or, or you want to sell at the very peak. You live life, enjoy, and for the most part, it's all going to work out.
Absolutely. Well said.
Anything else? Final thoughts about equity and getting in the market?
Yeah, so I would just say that if someone out there watching is on the fence about renting versus owning, I would strongly consider owning. It's the way to go. It's the way to build your own personal wealth. It's a long-term investment. So consult your realtor, consult your lender, definitely consult your financial planner. Figure out what's best for you. You need a little more time to rent, go ahead. But I would just say in closing that real estate is a long-term investment. It does build wealth. If you do it right, if you save and pay down your mortgage, then you can build up your equity. So home ownership is the way to go.
2 thumbs up. I agree.
Yeah, and
100%.
if anybody would like some more information, be happy to share it with you. And please like, subscribe, and share if you don't mind. That'd be awesome.
Excellent. Build wealth. Give Michael or I a call, and we're going to be happy to get you into the market.
Awesome. Thanks, Laura. I appreciate the conversation. I'll see you next time.
All righty. Thank you for a great topic.
Take care.
Bye-bye.